let's try our first example in finding the directional derivative of a surface at a point. So let's find the directional derivative for f of xy equals sine of x plus 2y at the point 4, 2 in the direction of theta equals pi over 6. So let's first find, we're going to need our unit vector that gives us the direction of the derivative that we're looking for. So our unit vector, well, we want in the direction of pi over 6. So if we consider pi over 6 on the xy plane where this falls, right? We know that on the unit circle, where this angle is 30 degrees or pi over 6, the coordinates of that point will be cosine of pi over 6 sine pi over 6. So we can think of the vector that we're looking for in the direction of pi over 6, u, as having components square root of 3 over 2 and 1/2, or the cosine of pi over 6 sine pi over 6, and this will be a unit vector because that point lies on a unit circle. You can check finding the magnitude of u and you will see that that will have a magnitude of 1. So it's important to always make sure that the vector that we're using is a unit vector. All right, so thinking back at our definition of our directional derivative for f of xy, we will need the partial derivative with respect to x of our surface times the first component of our unit vector plus the partial derivative of our surface with respect to y times the second component of our unit vector. All right, so let's find our partial derivatives. So df dx, we will hold y constant for our surface sine of x plus 2y. So using the chain rule, that will be cosine of x plus 2y, and the derivative of x of the inside will just be times 1. And our partial derivative with respect to y for our function will be cosine of x plus 2y, but the derivative of the inside with respect to y will be 2. Now, we can evaluate each of these partials at our point for -2. And for the partial with respect to x, we'll have the cosine of 4 plus a -4, so 4 minus 4, which is cosine of 0, and that's equal to 1. And similarly, we'll find the partial of f with respect to y at the point for -2. So we'll plug that into, well, this is the same thing, times 2. Cosine 2 times cosine of 4 minus 4, and that will just be a 2. So our directional derivative, we know our vector, our unit vector, we have our partial derivatives, so we can write that our directional derivative in the direction of u at the point for -2 will be the partial derivative of f with respect to x, which is 1, times u sub 1, so that's the square root of 3 over 2, plus our partial derivative of f with respect to y, which is 2, times u sub 2, which is 1/2. And so that will give us the square root of 3 over 2 plus 1. Now, this is a scalar, right? Just a numerical value that gives us the slope of the tangent line at point P on our surface in the direction of our unit vector u.